Hello. Now, I will be the first one to admit that sometimes I just want to jump into my car and go shopping to try and feel better, especially if it was a hectic day and the sibling rivalry between my two boys have reached an all-new high. And that while my husband is away for work and it feels like I'm just losing control of things all around me. But does emotional spending really make you feel better? And is it worth it? It is so lovely to have you here today. Welcome back. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Each like and click of a button is so much appreciated and really encourages me to keep on doing what I'm doing. Also remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with your friends and your family if you think that it can help them too. But the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show. Now, of course, I've done it. I mean, there were a lot of times that I did get in my car and I did drive to the closest shopping mall and I just bought something to feel better. A salad bowl, a new laundry basket, a carpet for the entryway, more mugs, all things that I believed that I needed to just feel a little bit better. And it usually did work for a little while, but only until I was faced with the next challenge at home, or the new challenge at work. But that has all changed at the end of 2019 when we sold everything and we started on this journey of more life with less stuff. Suddenly, I couldn't shop at all anymore because firstly, I no longer had a home to buy unnecessary stuff for, and secondly, everything I owned and wanted to have with me had to fit into one suitcase. But I'm so grateful for these changes because it has actually forced me to find different and better ways to feel better and to deal with the stress and the anxiety in my life. It has directed me on this new journey towards more self-love, which I believe is the answer to feeling fulfilled and at peace and happy. So now when the boys get a hold of each other or the noise around me just gets too much, I don't grab my bag and go shopping. I get in my car and I find a quiet place where I can just be for a while. I take out my journal and I start to write, even if it's just a brain dump. So let's get honest for a bit. Who of you has to spend money to feel better? Maybe a new pair of shoes after a bad day, or another pair of jeans when you don't feel appreciated at home. Emotional spending money to help us to feel better, has been around for ages, and it has become a major coping mechanism for a lot of us. Now, a coping mechanism is something we do when we want to change how we feel. This could be drinking a glass of wine after a hard day, eating an ice cream when you feel stressed, or impulse buying when you want to feel better. And to be an emotional spender is to use shopping. Now, this can be online shopping or being in the shops yourself to try to fix what is wrong. And now I'm not talking about buying the necessary stuff like groceries, toilet paper, or garbage bags. No, it is when we mostly buy things that we don't need or even really want. Spending a little money on yourself every now and then is not necessarily something to be concerned about. I actually think it is very necessary. It is only when buying becomes your primary coping mechanism that it could start to present some serious problems. For example, out of control debt. It is so important that we find other ways to deal with the stress and the anxiety and the depression that we experience every day. Instead of shopping, we can journal, meditate, call a friend, have a good chat, paint, or go for a walk outside. To change this bad habit, we have to face our feelings and not just try to avoid them. Feelings pass. By just doing something constructive Instead of emotional shopping, we will give those feelings time to pass and to go away, because they always do. Don't mix your money with your emotions. Even at the best of times, we cannot trust our emotions, and just blindly following our emotions can cause impulsive and unnecessary spending, which leads to a lot of stuff that we don't need and that we don't want, and that is not adding any value to our lives and just becomes clutter. And I know that the fact that everything around us, the television, the billboards, the magazines, our phones, is screaming at us to buy more. Now, there are some practical steps and things that we can put into place to help us to control emotional spending. So let's quickly look at a few of these. First, instead of buying something immediately, first take a step back and see if you still want it in half an hour or an hour. And obviously, the bigger the thing is that you want to buy, the more money you're planning to spend, might take a little bit longer time to decide if this is really necessary and something that you really need. You can also take a cold, hard look at your bank statement at the end of every month to see if you can spot any patterns of emotional spending. And you can use free apps on your phone where you capture your spending, and then that app breaks your spending up into categories so you can see exactly where your money goes each month and what you spend it on. This will all help you to spot trends of emotional spending so that you can put processes and systems in place to help you to break this bad habit before it is too late. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Please like my page on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and share it with someone if you think that it can bless them too.